Hello, everybody. It is Gloria, Gigi the Crochet Queen, where I bring my love of crochet to inspire you to learn to crochet or to advance your skills. And for my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for returning. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please hit that bell so that you will know when I am on. You will always get notified. I am working on my cardigan, and I left it here yesterday, and now I'm picking it up again. And when you come in, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what you are working on and where you're from, what your weather is like. Hello, Karen and Lori. How are you ladies today? Hope you gave me a thumbs up when you came in. Let me see, gonna be listening while I finish up at work. Okay, cool, Lori. And Lori, I sent you an email, but I never got a reply back from you. So I don't know if you got it or because I am overloaded with well, I'm out of space according to Google, and maybe it didn't come through because I am trying to delete as much as I can so I can get any updated emails. But I was so just let me know if you got the email or not. I am working on my cardigan as always. And of course, I didn't do anything with it when I left from my live yesterday. So I have to make up for lost time. I did put I used my Swift. I did make a recording, but I thought it was a hot mess. So I will not be posting that. But I did make one of my skeins of yarn one of the hanks into a cake, and it worked. That Swiffer is like the best thing since apple pie that I bought. Okay, you'll check in a few. Okay, thanks, Lori. Okay, from Britain. Okay, let me see. Raffaello Jacob Soroti. So if I said that, I'm sorry. I'm sure I probably just messed that all up. But welcome. Thank you for joining me. What's the time there? Aren't you all like, isn't it a 6-hour difference in the time zone? Oh, Karen, you picked up your duster? We'll probably be finished with our project around the same time. Unless you're far along on your duster than I am on this cardigan. And I have my other cardigan at my office desk. So if I get calls, I'll work on it while I'm on a call. But that one is not even, well, yeah, it's a little bit bigger than this one. I've gone a little bit further with it because I had it sitting over there for a long time. But then when I got this yarn, I was like, okay, let me do this. I think I have way too many purples because I made, oh, it's 4 hours. Okay. I made that one in purple. I have another one that I did in purple. No, actually, so that's the third one in purple, and this will be the fourth one in purple. So the one that's at my desk is green. So I have gone far away from the purple with the green, but I love that green. It's the Premier puzzle yarn, and I made a hat with it. And for the life of me, I don't know where the hat is. I don't know if I have to go and look in my closet again. I may have donated it. I don't know. I don't wear hats very often because it's too hot for me. I like a sun hat. If I like go to a jazz festival or we go to the park or something like that. But other than that, I don't wear hats. Unless I happen to go somewhere where it's cold, and yeah, then I'll crochet. Well, I have so many crocheted hats now, but I don't think I really, yeah, I do have some that I could wear in the cold because I did make myself one of those. Hey, Vivian, I made myself one of those heart hats, but I made them in my Miami Dolphins colors. So But I like it. Let me see, and everyone, how's everyone doing? I'm doing good. I finally finished the granny square sweater. Oh, cool. I love to see that. I saw that on somebody, some actor or singer or somebody, and then I started seeing a lot of videos with granny square sweaters. But I'm too lazy to put all those squares together. So the ones that I saw, I don't know if you did one in multiple grannies, but I just am so lazy with that. But they were cute, real cute. I did make my granny square bucket hat, but I want to try that pattern again because I didn't even like the way it turned out because I sewed the seams on the wrong side. And I think I donated that. I said somebody else might like that. You know, everybody has their own taste. Somebody could get somewhere out of it. I donated some furniture today to Salvation Army because where my work desk is, it was just too much stuff in there. And I said, well, no one actually ever sits on that couch. And the only person that really was on the couch most of the time was my cat. And we had to put her down like 2 years ago or a year ago. 2 years ago? I think it's been 2 years. I can't remember now. But so I just vacuumed it off, and it was in still great shape because she did not rip it to shred like she did my other one. And um, and I had a swing chair, but I put all of them on offer up, but of course that swing chair, and I put it all up for free because the swing chair I'd had for 30 years, I believe, and I hardly ever sat in it. Nobody really sat in it. And I just kept moving it from one place to the other just to try to make room. And so when I put it on OfferUp, this lady immediately notified me and wanted my address. And she and her, I don't know, sister, friend, whatever, two little ladies came over here and they picked it up and took it away. And then today, the Salvation Army picked up the sofa and the coffee table. So now my little work area sounds really hollow now with all that extra space. So I might put like, oh, I can drag my bookshelves over to that side and at least it won't sound so hollow. I think that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Let me see. Oh, you didn't want to do it, but you had a customer that wanted, well, honey, yes. I hope you got paid well for that because that's work. Send me a picture of it. I'd love to see what it looks like. The bucket hat I did was had hearts on it, and I did like how it turned out. Just making the heart shapes because who would have thought? I'm not a visual person like that creative. Um, I have to see, like, if you show me something, then I get it. But to actually have to do it myself and put it together, sometimes that's where I get stuck. Because what I do for myself, I'm always thinking in my mind and like, okay, how am I going to get this done? Okay, I can see it. Then I'll start looking at videos and then I say, okay, now that's what I want to do. Then I can put it all together. Sounds like you need to get some yarn in there to absorb the sound. Oh my goodness, Laura, you want me to be in real trouble then. I got plenty of yarn over there and stuffed into my drawers so that because now we have to use our little cameras when we have our meetings. So I have to make sure nothing is seen. You're having problems with the sleeves. It took me a week. Oh yeah, I can imagine the sleeves would be a little bit of work. I've fallen in love making those little puffy balloon like sleeves. I like that. I like making those. We had another crazy story here in South Florida. They found a lady in a storm drain, naked. Now, and they did have a report of a missing person that had been missing for 3 weeks, and they're not sure if she is the person that they were looking for. But she was found only because somebody happened to be walking by and they heard her yelling. She's been in that storm drain, and I'm like, I can't even imagine. We've had all kinds of rains. If she's the person that's been down there for 3 weeks, she's gone through the rains and all the cold weather. So I hope she's, does well. I hope she doesn't, like she has scratches and stuff on her. I can imagine. I hope she doesn't have like infections or something like that, because those storm drains, that's not in no place to be. And it's like, how did she even get into a storm drain? But some way, somehow she was found. So I'm happy, at least maybe she'll be okay. That was the craziest story I'd heard this week. But the week is young. Florida always has something for you. But I used my Swift and I did record it, but I'm going to make another recording because that was a hot mess. I was off the camera. Then I was like, maybe I should just upload it. But that Swift is fabulous. It was so smooth. The yarn didn't knot up or anything. It just came right on off, really nice and smooth. And it took I don't know, about 5 minutes to do it. Well, to make the cake, you still got to take it apart and put it on the Swifts, and that takes a few minutes. But overall, I'm very happy that I got it. And I was very happy that I found that yarn on sale, because getting 8 skeins of that yarn compared to one that was $28, and the 8 of them was 59, 56, whatever it was, I can't remember. That was a bargain. I just I had it in my box. I had it there. Hello, got you hooked. Is it Vicky? Hope I got it right this time. Oh, you got my email and you replied on Sunday? Now I'm going to have to go and look. Well, are you talking about my first email, or are you talking about the second email? Because I sent you a second one. You're working and lurking? Okay. Thank you for working and lurking. But if you reply to my second email, I'm going to look again, because I'm wondering, because I know the lady, when I did my giveaway, the lady that won, I never got an email back from her. So that's why I picked another winner. But I seem to be getting emails, so I'm hoping I'm not missing any. Because Karen, I think, wasn't it Karen that won the that I sent my giveaway to? Because I got her email. Yay, I got it right, Vicky. Yay. Okay, you got one on Saturday. And you replied to me on Sunday? Okay, yeah, Karen was the one. See, I got Karen's email. I don't know. I'm going to go look again just to make sure. Because I can't even, I used to be able to go between my 2 email addresses on my computer, but for some reason I can't do it now. I don't know what the heck Google did. I guess since they say I'm over my storage or my whatever amount, they're not letting me see anything. Yes, one got one email. Oh, so you only got one email? Okay, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna look again. That's crazy. But anyway, as I was saying, the other lady, I never heard from, and it's so weird. She makes comments on my some of my posts, so I'm wondering if she even realized she had won. But too late now. Karen got it. Can't do anything about it now. I'm trying to make some more baby hats to put in my Etsy shop so I can trying to do some like Easter stuff because I know hopefully some of that will sell. Can only hope. Can only hope. But I really like this Swift. I need to do a tutorial. I really need to get that tutorial out. Just because I want to do a tutorial on my little camera gadget thing too, the phone gadget thing. I just think that thing is so awesome. I want to see how much of the batteries it eats up. Because usually when anything that's running off of a AA battery, you're buying batteries a lot. If you use it a lot, I won't be using it a lot. But just to have it and know that it works well. I tried to I was gonna take pictures with it, and because I had the I turned off the no, I turned on the airplane mode, then it couldn't connect. And I wasn't turning up because when you record and you don't have airplane mode and then the phone calls and the text messages and you hear all that stuff coming through. So, but that's okay. For a picture, and next time I'll know. Take the pictures first. OMG, Granny Square, how are you today? First time in my life. Thank you for joining me. So glad you make it. I'm glad you made it too. What's your name? Because I'm terrible at names. I tell everybody all the time I'm terrible at names. So, and I try to make a list. I got Vicky Wright. Yay! This is always how I keep my brain cells going. Oh yes, I usually click set up notifications. Do not disturb. Yeah, because Ursula, I like that name. Isn't that German? I could be wrong. Sounds German. All right. Are you doing the cardigan challenge? Let me see. Thank you, Vicky. Oh, I know. I'm looking at my all names. Hi, CJ Spicy. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Are you ladies working on anything? Where did I write my names so I can keep track of people? Oh, you were halfway through it and then she went live. Yeah, it's everybody's doing it at their leisure. Oh, thank you. That was the cardigan that. Well, I keep pointing the wrong way. That was one of the cardigans that inspired Jeanette to make one because she said this is her first time ever making one, and I was like, what? I made so many cardigans because I made the first one that I ever made. I made it for my bestie. he was doing dialysis at the time, and he's always cold. So when Crystal made her men's cardigan, I was like, oh, this is perfect. And then when a lot of my friends saw his cardigan, then they were asking, well, will you make one for me? Will you make one for me? So I said, okay. So I made a whole bunch of ladies. So the only difference between the ladies and the men is the buttons are on opposite sides. So that was one thing I learned, because I don't make, I mean, I make garments for myself, but hardly ever, I don't think I've ever made any wearable other than hats. So when I made his cardigan, then I had like 4 or 5 different people ask me to make cardigans. And then I made a lot of them for myself, but this one is long, as you can see. And I got these these rhinestone um, tiaras to go on it. So, and that was a work. I was like trying to figure out how to put those on. So when she saw that cardigan, and I've been playing around with it for a minute until I finally figured out how to put those rhinestone tiaras on there, because I was determined to put that on there because I had to have that. That was going to set this whole thing off. So when I put it on, it's long enough for a dress. So if I put a long slip on under, I could wear it as a dress. It's very comfortable. Let me see. I love the creations. Okay, let me see. Oh, you working on your daily reports at work. Wish you were working on a crochet project. I usually take chunks out of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to catch up on videos of people I'm subscribed to. Oh, that's cool. I wish I could take chunks out of those days to do that stuff. I usually click through them, and I'll watch a few minutes, give them a thumbs up, then I'll click through something else. I used to have time for that, but I don't know. My job has just overwhelmed me for some reason. It's like I could never catch up anymore. Ponchos are mine. Oh, you like to do ponchos. I love making it. And and I'm a curvy girl. So the shape I make is most flattering for my figure. Okay, cool. That's what you do. Make it for you. Do you remember how much yarn you used to do the long cardigan? Oh, I'm trying to think if I have. I initially bought 2 of the jumbo um, red hearts from Walmart, because I ordered some from QVC. I ordered 6 skeins from QVC because when I went on the website, hey Ola Joe, how are you today? Thanks for joining me. When I went on, like when I did a Google search for the yarn, and that one popped up, and I was like, oh, I think I've seen that at Walmart. But when I went to Walmart's website, it said it wasn't there, and I was like, that's baloney. I know I've seen that yarn there. So one day I had to go and pick up some prescriptions or something. So I went into the yarn aisle. Sure enough, I saw it. So I bought 2 jumbos, and I know I have a skein. Yep, I have 1 skein over there. And I can't remember. I don't think I have any more. I don't remember anymore. So if I would, because 2 jumbos is like 4 skeins of yarn. So I'm thinking, or did I order 8? 6 or 8? I can't remember now. A lot. Let's go with 8 to 10 skeins of yarn I used, somewhere in that range to make that. And I said I was going to write it down, but I only see 1 skein of it. And I remember having that 1 skein, and I don't know if I have any more anywhere else, but at least 8 to 10, I would say it took me to finish that. No, it's not difficult to make a cardigan. what's her name? Crystal's pattern is real simple. Once you do, and what I liked about Crystal's pattern was, and the one that I'm doing isn't going to be totally opposite of her pattern, except for I'm still going to use that one thing that she does. You make the whole back. So I mean, and if you have to measure yourself, I would say measure shoulder to shoulder to at least have a chain that goes shoulder to shoulder. And then you just make the whole back panel of it. And then she makes the front panel, and then the front, so you're not tying off when you start making your front panel. So you make that front panel, and then you tie on to make the second front panel. Then you just seam it up, and then you do you make a big enough space for your arms. Um, Mine, I'm a large, so my arm space is like 9 inches or something like that. And then so you sew it up, so you have your arm space, and then you work on your arm, however you want to do your sleeves. Um, and the sleeve pattern that I did, I just crocheted around. Then did I think I did 10 rounds, and then I did a decrease, and then did 10 more rounds and did a decrease. And then I think I did 44, yeah, 44 rounds on the sleeve. And then I made my cuff. And the cuff is just front post and double crochets in between. So the cardigan itself is not hard to do. Not as far as I'm concerned, because there's nothing but double crochets all the way back and forth until you get to the length that you want. And then the front of it will be, so if you do, let's say, I think I did 60 rows for the back, so the front will have 60 rows as well. And you're just decreasing, you start decreasing to make that like V shape. I'm probably just babbling, but if you want to just follow Crystal's pattern, I think that was the easiest pattern and then that was the first time I ever did a cardigan, and I followed her pattern. Let me see. Hmm. Oh, that is great method for a sleeve. Never crocheted a cardigan before, but the way you explain it makes it more doable. Okay, great. I'm glad I didn't throw you off. Good. Yeah, it's not that hard to do. And if you're a fast crocheter, like um, um, Jeanette is a fast crocheter, I'm not. I crochet, and I probably could be faster, but since I've never just sat and crocheted. I've always crocheted around work. So speed was never something that I ever thought about. And when I started watching YouTube, and I was like, oh my God, there's people crochet so fast. And I was never, I would see the lady, I always say, I was taught to crochet by an older lady that was slower. So I learned how to crochet slow. So I crochet slow. that's that's how I see it. And she probably was a fast crocheter, but by her teaching me. And this was when I was 18 years old, and I used to be a nursing assistant, and I used to do what do you call it? Home visits. And this lady was somebody that I had to, I think she was in a skilled nursing facility. I think I had to go and check her vital signs and make sure her meds were right or something. I can't even remember what it was. And she was crocheting a baby booty at the time. And I was fascinated. I was like, wow, what is she doing? Never seen anybody crochet in my life. But of course, I was only 18 years old. Hadn't really been anywhere. So I would make my rounds, and I would go back to her at the end of my shift. And I think I did it for like a week, so she could show me how to crochet. And she told me to buy, I think she was the one that told me to buy the Susan Bates hooks. And I bought magazines, crochet magazines, um, books, crochet book. I don't know, let's see. instruction books. So I have my old books, but I was so fascinated. And once I started doing it, I just fell in love with it. And it's just been something that I always fall back to it when I have nothing else that I'm interested in. I've always been interested in crochet, and I just love doing it. I love to see the end result. I don't per se like doing some things, like that's why I always say I have so many projects going on at one time, because I don't like looking at the same colors over and over and over again. Like this cardigan that I'm making now is going to be great because the colors change. So although I'm still looking at purple, but I'm looking at dark purple, then I'm looking at light purple, and then I'm looking at medium purple. So it works for me. But I'm always doing something. And I'm always on YouTube trying to find something else that I just love this. I'm always on YouTube looking at other people's channels to see if something else inspires me to learn something. But I tell you, YouTube certainly improved my crochet skills. A lot of things that I didn't know, and I still have pattern books that have, like, I never understood front post and back post double crochet until I watched one of um, Glamma. She used to have a crochet channel. I don't think she does crochet anymore. At least I haven't seen anything crochet wise. But that was the first time I ever saw um, someone actually do a front post, back post. And so after I learned that, I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. But reading it in a book, it made absolutely no sense at all to me. I'm a very, very visual learner. You show it to me, I can do it. So that was a lot of stuff I've learned from Facebook. And of course, I've always, just used acrylic yarn because that was um, accessible. I never thought about any other types of yarns, but now I have a new knowledge of yarns and weights and all that stuff, which I am so happy that YouTube exists, just for no other reason but that. Oh, you're from South Africa? Did you say South Africa? Did I? I've been to South Africa. My girlfriend and I went in 2008. It was amazing. Oh, I love the books. I do actually use it when I learn, where to go, learn to crochet. YouTube did not exist. Yeah, it didn't exist either. I was 18. I'll be 60 this year. So that's how long I've been crocheting. Ah, I'm the same way. Can't read. I can read the patterns. I just didn't understand what front post and back. I mean, simple patterns I can understand, but because I was never exposed to front post and back posts and all those things. So the simple stitches I understood. What did you see? The front post, back post, crochet stitch. Um, Her channel. I know it was Glam. I don't know if it's Glamour Crochet. It's Glam. Actually, I cannot remember because it's been years ago that I did that. I think I actually did. Let me see. Did I do a tutorial on front post, back post? I can't remember. I think I did, but I may not have. Maybe I should do that. I learned from YouTube. Could never comprehend books, even with pictures. Yeah, I like the front book stitches. It makes a nice pattern. It sure does. When I did those heart hats, the heart hat was with the front post crochet, and I just love the way it feels, all squishy. Let me see. So yeah, my girlfriend and I went to South Africa, and she initially was supposed to be going with somebody else, and she's like the person like was dropping out of the thing, and I was like, I'll go. I had just gotten a little bit of money. I think I refinanced my house, so I had gotten some extra money, and I said, I'll go. I'll go. It was the best. And I tell everybody, you have got to go to the motherland. There's nothing you will, as far as I'm concerned, nothing compares to what I experienced there, what I saw, the two, nothing. Oh, you from Joburg? Okay, okay. And it was so funny when I came back from South Africa. Um, I think I started my Twitter account, which I don't even mess around with it now. But that was my Twitter name, Joburg Gigi. I think Gigi Joburg or something like that. I did with it. But I was so happy I got to see it. And then when I came back from the trip, I ended up with a blood clot. And so now long trips like that are off of my list. But I'm so grateful that I got to experience that um, trip to South Africa. We were there 10 days. We did the safari. We flew into Cape Town. We were there, I think, Cape Town for 3 days. And then we went to Johannesburg for 2 or 3 days. Then we went to Durban. And did we come back to Johannesburg? I can't even remember. It's been so long ago. But we had a fabulous time. The only downside for me was I never got to see a lion when we did the safari. We did see some big old elephants though, but we didn't see the lions. And then the people that went on the safari after us, they got to see the lions. I was like, oh man, I wanted to see the lion, but it was fabulous. The food was good. The people were so nice. I was just loved being there. But can't go back now. I won't be taking any flights that long ever again. Oh, you live in Cape Town in the northern suburbs. I love it. When I see the mountain, it feels like I'm home. Oh, yeah. I have so many pictures. I tried to take as many pictures as possible while I was there. And we did is it Tabletop Mountain? Oh my goodness. I was so surprised that my friend and I got on that lift to go to the other side. And I was like, no, I am not looking down. No way am I looking down. And there were some ladies from Nigeria. I think they were from Nigeria. And they had on all white like hats and wraps and dresses, and they were singing, and it was, of course, I had no clue what they were saying, but it was really, really nice just to hear the rhythmic stuff. It was, I tell you, I could talk about that trip forever. Nothing has topped that for me. That was just fabulous. So I was grateful that my friend's friend didn't decided she didn't want to go. Yeah, Tabletop Mountain thumbnail. I have a Table Mountain. Okay. Yeah, it was definitely worth that trip. I definitely enjoyed that. And I'm so sad that I ended up with the blood clot after it, but I am I feel very blessed that I was able to go. Nothing better. Okay, it's 12:17. I'm way past my time. It was awesome, awesome, awesome speaking to all of you ladies. I'm glad you all came to join me. And I am going to get back to work now. And I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day. And if you're available tomorrow, I will be on either this time or some other time. Usually, if I have to do triage backup, then they put me on early lunch, which I hate. But I'm hoping I don't have to do it. But you will be alerted if you follow me of when I come on again. So until then, you all stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye. Oh, let me do that before I go. I'm working on my cardigan. And this is my yarn. This purples, which I love because I love the alternating colors. This is mandala ombre. It's shy or shy. It's CHI. That's what I'm working on. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. You all were going home to crochet. Yay, Lori, go crochet. And I'm going to go check my emails. Bye-bye.